Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the class. I hope you all are healthy and safe too. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss a technical term that is permutation. Friends, already you know that in the last session we have studied about a counting technique that we called as rule of multiplication. So rule of multiplication says in how many ways you can arrange the given objects, right, without repetition, right? Even with repetition also you can use the rule of multiplication. So when you are arranging something, when you are arranging the objects, arranging the colors, arranging the numbers, arranging the letters, right, arranging the position of a person, order is always important. It means A, B, C arrangement is different from A, C, B. So when you are talking about the arrangement, you always keeping one point in your mind very clearly that order is material. Order is very important. 123 is different from 132. So hence you are always following that rule knowingly and unknowingly. While arranging the objects, you are keeping the order is very important. So in the same manner, now we are going to understand the next counting technique in this chapter. Counting technique, right? That is we called as permutations. So if you are giving a technical term, if you are not giving the technical term, doesn't make any difference. So whether I should say it's similar to the rule of multiplication only, but with the help of the rule of multiplication and the factorial concept, we are going to develop a formula to get the some arrangements without repetition and with repetition. In this session, first we'll introduce a formula which will gives you the direct counting, right? Direct counting with repetition and without repetition. That's all. So formula also gives the same answer and rule of multiplication is also it gives the same answer. Both are of similar kind. In the rule of multiplication, there is no formula, only the understanding and the explanation. But in this permutation, permutation means is nothing but arrangement. Permutation is a technical word, but in general, what you are saying arrangement only. So in general language we called arrangement of objects, but in mathematically what we called permutations. There is no such difference, only terminology is the difference. So here again we are going to do the same concept arrangement of the object just like in the previous session, but we are solving the questions with the formula. That is the only difference between the previous session and today's session. And what is this formula speaks? Now let's see. Let there are n different objects are distinct objects. Distinct means alag alag. There is no repeated ones. Distinct objects. Then you are selecting R objects. How many you are selecting? R objects are selected. R objects are selected to arrange. Then how many number of permutations you can make? Number of permutations will be given by the formula NPR. NPR states a symbol representing that R objects are selected out of N objects. Yeah, in short, I would say permutation of R objects out of N objects. I repeat, permutation of R objects out of N objects. You may also speak arrangement of R objects out of N objects. So it's just a symbolic notation of what we understood. So this formula is given by n factorial by n minus r factorial. N factorial by n minus r factorial, where the value of r is greater than or equal to 0 but less than or equal to n. जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स यहां से आप गिवन n ऑब्जेक्ट्स में से r ऑब्जेक्ट्स आप लेकर उनको अरेंज कर रहे हो, तो अल्टीमेटली या तो आप सिलेक्ट नहीं करोगे, उनमें से सिलेक्ट नहीं करोगे, या तो सिलेक्ट करोगे। तो सिलेक्ट करोगे तो वो कुछ जीरो से ग्रेटर ही होगा, नहीं करोगे तो जीरो होगा। So number of object which you are selecting from out of n will always lies between 0 to n, and it may attain 0, it may attain n. तो r की वैल्यू कभी n से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता। यानी कि 5 objects are given to you and you cannot select 6 objects out of 5 objects. So practically it is not possible. So value of r never crosses, never greater than n. It may equal to n, but it never greater than n. So this condition has to be followed. So this formula gives you the number of arrangements, how many ways you can arrange r objects out of n objects without repetition. Friends, remember this formula will work for without repetition. There is no repetition of letters. Sir, what else if it is a repetition case? If the letters can be repeated, if the condition is given with repetition. So if you are talking about the same formula with repetition, then the formula becomes, right, NPR is equal to n to the power of r. Arrangement of r objects out of n objects is given by n to the power of r. That's all. So this is what without repetition, this is what with repetition. There are two different conditions. Apart from this, we have a third case where I have mentioned that when we are dealing with the first two formulas, here n are distinct objects, means in the given objects there is no repetition. But if n, whatever the number of objects given to you, if there is a repetition, then what you will see, right? If n objects are, a number of objects are not distinct, it means which means that some objects are repeated, are identical. In that case, let us say इनमें से जो गिवन ऑब्जेक्ट्स में से P1 or of one kind, P1 ऑब्जेक्ट्स एक कैटेगरी है, P2 are of second kind, then the total number of permutations of given, again same formula, is given by n factorial by P1 factorial into P2 factorial. This is a case very distinct. ये रेयर तब यूज होगा अगर आपको दिया हुआ ऑब्जेक्ट्स में से अगर वो ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टिंक्ट नहीं है, We'll take an example where you will see this formula. Okay. So just the exercise we can say here from if we are talking about the NCERT exercise. So exercise 7.3 is completely based on the formula. You may solve this question without these formulas with the help of rule of multiplication. That is a universal case. You may apply anywhere. But if you want to solve with the formula to get a practice on it, so that is what exercise 7.3 is doing. Right? Question wise, this exercise is just similar to 7.1. The student who have solved 7.1, they may easily solve 7.3 without my help, without help of this video lecture, right? With the help of counting technique, that is rule of multiplication also. But we are developing another skill. We are developing what the formula technique to solve the same question. The question can be solved with the help of formula and without help of formula. Two ways you can solve the question. Choice is yours. But we are developing our skill. कि हम formula का use कैसे करें और formula use करते समय हमेशा एक condition उसके साथ follow होता है. वो condition हमें ध्यान रखिए. So this formula will work where first two formulas will work where number of objects are distinct. Then from distinct objects you are taking R objects to arrange them. So without repetition and with repetition. If number of objects are not distinct, means in the given objects only, some objects are identical. It means some objects are repeated. Out of those, let us see, P1 number of objects are of one kind, P2 number of objects are of second kind. Then the total number of arrangements are given by n factorial by P1 factorial into P2 factorial. So with the help of these three formulas, we are going to understand 6 different sums where you will see the use of these formulas one after the other along with the some different thought process questions in this session. Okay. So I would like to take the questions where you will see the use of these formulas one after the other. Okay. Let's have a discussion on that. So just for your reference, I'm just expressing the overall discussion through this what we called as flow chart. When the number of objects are given to you, just check whether the number of objects are distinct or not distinct. First instruction, distinct or not distinct. If it is not distinct, then formula will be n factorial by p1 factorial into p2 factorial. It may be p3, p4 depending on the number of objects repeated. If there is a distinct object, then two cases again will follow. Without repetition, and with repetition. Okay. So without repetition, the formula will be n factorial by n minus r factorial. With repetition, n to the power of r. That's all here. If you remember this all, so you will be able to start the exercise. That's simple test. So let's have a discussion now. We'll start with the very simple questions. I'm taking purposely from the exercise 7.3, the question number 1. What they ask? How many 3-digit numbers three-digit numbers can be formed by using the digits digits 1 to 9 if no digit is repeated. No digit is repeated. They are mentioned clearly. Which case? Just think. You have to frame three-digit numbers by using how many digits? 1 to 9. You may take any digit from 1 to 9 and no digit is repeated. So, first of all, given objects are distinct and without repetition. Means the first formula is. So, I am writing where n representing. Solution में लिख देते हैं. What is n representing? What is n? Number of objects given to you. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the given objects. Now, what will be the R? Any three digits. Any three digits you need to take. Therefore, number of three-digit numbers. How many numbers you can form? Number of three-digit numbers is given by the formula that out of 9 you are taking only 3 objects. 9 में से कोई भी 3 digits आप लेकर बना रहे हो, that is given by 9p3, which is equal to 9 factorial by 9 minus 3 factorial. So in short, 9 factorial by 6 factorial. It means you are expanding 9 factorial till 6 factorial. So 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 factorial. No need to expand further. Upon 6 factorial. It get cancelled. And what the answer is? 9 8s are 72 into 7. 7 2s are 14, 1, 7 7s are 49 plus 50. How many three-digit numbers we can frame? 504. So, friends, I think I made you understand what is meant by n, which are given number of objects. 1 to 9 you have to use, but you have to frame only three-digit number at a time. You are taking only 3. Which 3 we don't know, that's why any 3 digits out of 1 to 9. Then number of three-digit numbers you can frame. That is can be calculated by the formula NPR. So 9p3, which is equal to what the formula is. Now just for your reference, I am solving the same question with the help of rule of multiplication. So this can also work. It's not mandatory use of formula. You may also use a multiplication, rule of multiplication. See, how many numbers you have to make? 3 digit, no? Make a 3 blocks. So hence the first block can be filled with out of any digit. So this can be filled in 9 ways. And this can be filled in then 8 ways because one number is already occupied. And the last block can filled in 7 ways. So rule of multiplication says the total number of three-digit number can be given by their multiplication, that is 9 into 8 into 7. That is what this figure says, 504. Now you just realize this is a formula technique and this is the rule of multiplication. So rule of multiplication is always applicable. Wherever you are facing the problem to apply the formula, you can go with the rule of multiplication. And I would suggest, until and unless it is not necessary to use a formula, then solve the question with the help of rule of multiplication only. Fine? Chaliye. So let's go for the next question. Now, the question number 2, I'm taking how many 4-digit number are there with no digit repeated? Question number 2 states how many 4-digit numbers 4-digit numbers are are there with no digit is repeated. Again, without repetition case means the first case. And this time we are looking for 4-digit number. And how many digits? We don't know number of digits. So the by default, the number of digits will be 0 to 9. If number of which digits they are not saying means you are taking the all possible digits of the mathematics. So digits means it will count from 0 to 9. Hence total number of digits के होंगे आपके पास 10 digits होंगे. So now it's a very interesting case. Now there are 10 digits you are having. With the help of these 10 digits, now you are going to frame 4-digit number. 4-digit number. So if I use a formula, what can be the answer first of all? So I need to take how many digits at a time? Any 4-digit out of any 4 digits I have to take out of this 10. Out of 1 to, not 1 to, it's 0 to 9. Out of 0 to 9. Now, therefore, number of 4-digit numbers, okay, is given by what? 10 digits are available. Out of 10, I am taking only 4 is symbolically represented by 10p4 and its value is calculated by the formula 10 factorial by 10 minus 4 factorial, that is 10 factorial by 6 factorial. You may also expand it to get the one 6 factorial by 6 factorial is get cancelled. We have already calculated, I think, 9 into 8 into 7. And just in the previous sum only we have 9 into 72, 72 into 7. 7 twos are 14. 72 into 7. 7 twos are 14. 7s are 49 plus 50 and is multiplied by 10. 5040. So if you are saying this is the answer, your answer will be wrong, because this case has 0. It's so important when the available numbers are digits includes 0, because जो आप ये कह रहे हैं कि 5040 4-digit numbers हम लिख सकते हैं. तो अगर आप ये कोशिश, इसमें पूरा केसेस आ गया है टोटल, बट इट मींस दैट 0 may take out of 4-digit number. Let us say one number, I am just writing 4, 2, 5. So this type of numbers are also included where 0 may come while arranging the digit randomly. 0 may come in the first case. In this case, these numbers are called 3-digit numbers, not 4-digit. So, out of these total possibilities, you need to eliminate those cases where 0 is in the first position or 0 is in the thousands positions. Okay, so first we need to calculate how many 4-digit numbers are there with 0 is in the first extreme left or in the thousand position. So it means first we need to calculate these cases separately. So we are calculating those. Now we are talking about number of 4 digits numbers. Number of 4-digit numbers starts with 0. Start with 0. It means 0 is fixed in this position, means only we are filling 3 digits out of how many? 1 to 9, because 0 is already fixed. So now अगर हम 0 को fix कर दे, we are looking for only those numbers where 0 comes in the first position, means 0 has fixed in the thousandth position. Only rest of the 3 digits, 3 places can be filled with 1 to 9. Hence, that are given by the formula again. 9 digits we are using and we are filling only 3 digits. 9p3. So simply calculate this value. 9 factorial by 9 minus 3 factorial. Then 9 factorial by 6 factorial. You may also speak 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 factorial by 6 factorial. Again same. What we are going to get, 98 means it's 504. So the actual number of 4 digits is, right, the valid ones. Therefore, the actual 4-digit numbers are simply, out of this complete arrangements, you need to eliminate those cases where 0 comes in the first position. Therefore, whatever the difference will be, 10 minus 4 will be a 6, and it will be what? 3, and 10 minus 5 is 4 and 4. So this is the actual count. This is the actual answer. So this is what the formula speaks. So I can also write this one where 0 included while arranging some digits. In short, I'm just giving this hint to calculate where MCQs comes. चलिए, so 10 digits were available in the initial case, so 10p4, out of which you need to eliminate those cases where 0 comes in the extreme left. It means that यहाँ से 0 कम कर दोगे तो अल्टीमेटली यहाँ 4 डिजिट की जगह क्या हो रहा है, वो 3 डिजिट्स हो रहा है, तो यानी ये हो गया 9p3 केस. अब देखें 10p4 minus 9p3, that is only you are doing. 10p4 पहले कैलकुलेट किया, 9p3 बाद में कैलकुलेट किया, इन दोनों की आंसर आपने सब्ट्रैक्ट करके एक्चुअल काउंटिंग लेकर आए. You may start this step like this also. 10p4 minus 9p3 will give the answer. n की वैल्यू r की वैल्यू 1 से कम हो जाएगा, दोनों की वैल्यू एक डिजिट से कम हो जाएंगे और वो वैल्यू आप सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे टू गेट द एक्चुअल काउंटिंग. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला मेथड. बट व्हाट एल्स इफ यू आर यूजिंग द रूल ऑफ मल्टीप्लिकेशन? Just for your reference, I am speaking again. Rule of multiplication is so simple to understand the concept. You need to make 4-digit number by using this entire 10 digits. And you know, in the thousandth place, 0 cannot become. It means this place can be filled in 9 ways only. And in 100th place, any digit can come out of 10. But already one digit is occupied in the 1000th place, hence this place is filled in again 9 ways. And this is 8 ways. This is in 7 ways. That's it. 9 into 9, 987. See, 9 into 9 into 8 into 7. This value was, I think, 540. 9 4 is 36, 45 plus 3, 48. समथिंग ची चेक करो, ये आंसर आ रहा है क्या? 4860 या मैंने कुछ गलत किया, एक बार चेक कर लेना प्लीज, डू चेक द कैलकुलेशन, आंसर वुड रिमेन सेम। आप कैसे भी करें इससे विदाउट रिपीटेशन ही है, फॉर्मूला आल्सो स्पीक द सेम। मैंने कुछ मिस्टेक किया होगा तो प्लीज डू चेक नो। 9 8 is 72, 72, 9 8 7, 6 factorial is get cancelled. So 72 into 7, 7 2s are 14, 1, 7 7s are 49 plus 1, 504. And here 10 factorial by 10 minus 4, 6 factorial get cancelled, 72 7. That is what 504 into 10, 5040. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से हमने सब्ट्रैक्ट किया, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल 500 गया तो 4500, 540, 4000। हाँ, यहाँ कुछ गड़बड़ गया लग रहा है मुझे, एक बार और चेक कर लेते हैं। 504, so 10 minus 4 is 6, 3 is left, 3, 50 minus 5, it is what, यहाँ कुछ गड़बड़ गया है, 45 आ रहा है, something counting is difference, just check it out where I have committed the mistake, but the method will remain same. The same question can be solved with the help of rule of multiplication also, or with the help of formula also. In both the cases you can do that one. Now I am taking those questions where the questions are framed on the formula, right? Formula based पे क्वेश्चन बनाया, वो भी देख लेते हैं। उसके बाद हम वो सेकंड केस और थर्ड केस को भी ले लेते हैं। चलिए, right, what they are asking, just look at this one. I am taking example number 12 from the textbook only, example number 12. What they are asking, find the value of n, n is a question mark, where the condition is NP5 is equal to 42 times of NP3, where n is greater than, the value of n is greater than 4. It's a mathematical expression, and just they wanted to check how whether you are able to use a formula efficiently or not, and whether you are understood the concept of factorial or not, nothing else. So NP5 is equal to 42 times of NP3, where n is greater than 4. What will be the possible value of n that we need to find, which satisfies this condition? So just elaborate both the things, nothing else, और कुछ नहीं, बाकी आराम से हो जाएगा. You may bring both the things, yeah, both these things on the same side, keep the numbers other side, and then you can go for calculation. That will also do. दो तरीके से चल सकते हैं आप. Solution speak what? So NP5 upon NP3 is equal to what? 42. Just solve like this, then you will see the changes. n factorial by, just I'm applying the formula first, n minus 5 factorial in the numerator part upon n factorial by n minus 3 factorial according to the formula, which is equal to 40. Now you can see the simple way to solve is in the numerator part is get cancelled. So we are left with what? 1 upon this and 1 upon this. You can just reciprocal the fraction. You will get in the next step like n minus 3 factorial by n minus 5 factorial is equal to 42. Then which one has to be expanded? That's the main point of this entire solution. कौन सा फैक्टोरियल है जो हमें इसमें से एक्सपांड करना है? दोनों को एक्सपांड करोगे तो देयर इज नो यूज एट ऑल. हमें इनमें से कोई एक एक्सपांड करे जिससे एक्सपांड करते समय ये दूसरा फैक्टोरियल उसमें आ जाए. लेट अस से मैं अगर डिनोमिनेटर को एक्सपांड कर रहा हूं तो नेक्स्ट फैक्टर क्या होगा? एक एक वैल्यू कम होता जाएगा इसमें से. तो n minus 5, n minus 6, n minus 7, n minus 8 and so on. बट हम न्यूमरेटर की बात करें तो क्या आएगा? n minus 3, n minus 4, n minus 5, आ गया n minus 5. तो न्यूमरेटर को एक्सपांड करने से डिनोमिनेटर आ रहा है, इसलिए हम न्यूमरेटर वाली फैक्टर को एक्सपांड करेंगे. ओके, so that is a reason to only disturbing the numerator one. I am not disturbing the denominator one. I am expanding the numerator one. So n minus 3 into n minus 4 into n minus 5 and so on. But I am stopping here by taking factorial. And then n minus 5 factorial we have. And this n minus 5 factorial with this get cancelled. We are left with only these two. Then do the cross binomial multiplication. You will get like n square minus 4n minus 3n minus 7n plus 12 is equal to 42. You are going to get a quadratic equation which will give you like this one. So when you factorize this, you will be able to get, I think, 5 कोई मिस्टेक तो नहीं कर रहे हैं हम लोग. एक बार और चेक कर लेता हूँ. 4 3s are 12 minus 42 30. Yeah, correct. So 10 3s are 30 and 10 minus 3 is 7. So n square minus 10n plus 3n minus 30 equal to 0. So n is common, so n minus 10 plus 3 is common, n minus 10. So n minus 10 is common, so n plus 3 equal to 0, which implies n is equal to 10 or n is equal to minus 3 is not permissible because number of objects never be negative. So therefore this is a final answer. So they required the value of n is what? 10. You got the answer. And n is equal to 10 will satisfy the given condition. So this is what simply algebra. ये तो एक तरह की आप फॉर्मूला को यूज कर रहे हो, या तो n फाइंड कर रहे हो या तो r फाइंड कर रहे हो, दो ही तो वेरिएबल है, राइट? तो एक क्वेश्चन n पे बना सकता है तो दूसरा क्वेश्चन r पे बना सकता है. उसके अलावा और कोई मैथमेटिकल क्वेश्चन क्या बनाएगा परमुटेशंस पे? So that is what the next question. N will be given to you. You are going to find r, but the matter is same. इनमें से कौन सा ओपन करें? Only the point here by solving this type of questions is which factorial has to be opened. कौन सा ओपन करे तो फायदा होगा. अगर हम नीचे n-5 को भी ओपन करते तो कोई फायदा नहीं ना. हम क्या करेंगे, इस तरीके से ओपन करेंगे। अगर आपको लगता है कि यहाँ कंफ्यूजन है कि कौन सा फैक्टोरियल ओपन करना है कौन सा नहीं करना है, देन ओपन ईच एंड एवरी फैक्टोरियल, हर फैक्टोरियल को ओपन कर डालो। ये एक कॉमन है, हर फैक्टोरियल को ओपन कर सकते हैं, बट जब भी ओपन करोगे तो कहां तक जाओगे, टिल 1। यू नो दैट अगर मैं 5 फैक्टोरियल को ओपन करता हूं तो 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 7 करता हूं तो 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1। तो कोई भी फैक्टोरियल को ओपन करो वो एक एक वैल्यू कम होते 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 1 तक रीच करेगा। दैट इज व्हाट द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ फर्स्ट एंड नेचुरल नंबर, दैट इज अ बाय डेफिनेशन। तो आप हर एक को ओपन कर सकते हो, फिर उसके बाद आप कैंसिल कर सकते हो, दैट इज अप टू यू। आपका एक बार अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाए फिर आपको समझ आ जाएगा, उसमें टाइम बहुत कंज्यूम होता है, टाइम सेव करके आप इस तरीके से भी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं। ओके फाइन, नाउ लेट्स टेक द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल। अगेन इट्स बेस्ड ऑन फार्मूला। It's example number 13 from the textbook only. I am taking example number 13. Find R. R की वैल्यू हमें फाइंड करना है if the condition is 5 times of 4PR, 5 times of 4PR is equal to 6 times of 5PR minus 1. So they are not mentioned in the bracket, but you may keep the bracket to understand. Simply they are asking what is the possible value of R which satisfying this condition. Only just again the formula. So keep these variable terms one side and constants other side, right? So I'm just bringing the terms in that way. 4PR upon 5PR minus 1, which will give you 6 upon 5. And then apply the formula in a usual manner. 4 factorial by 4 minus R factorial, numerator. In the denominator, 5 factorial by 5 minus of R minus 1. So this is very carefully you need to apply, right? ये थोड़ा सा carefully apply करिएगा, and in the next place this will be reciprocal. So 4 factorial by 4 minus R factorial into, when you are opening this bracket, it will be minus R plus 1. It will become what? 6 minus R factorial by 5 factorial, which will be equal to 6 upon 5. You need to get. Again, if you are confused about which has to be opened and which has not to be opened, open all the factorials. If you are thorough in that, then just think, if I expand 5 factorial, right, out of this, 5 into 4 factorial can be written as. So, जो बेसिकली बड़ा होता है वो हमें ओपन करना होता है। कंपैरेटिवली 4 फैक्टोरियल 5 फैक्टोरियल में बड़ा 5 फैक्टोरियल है, तो हम इसको ओपन करेंगे ताकि इसको ओपन करने पर 4 फैक्टोरियल टर्म आएगा जिसको हम कैंसिल कर सकते हैं। इसी तरीके से इन दोनों में से कौन सा बड़ा होगा, इसको ओपन करूंगा तो 4 माइनस आर माइनस 1, एक वैल्यू और कम करना है, 3 माइनस आर, और क्या आएगा नेक्स्ट 2 माइनस आर, और क्या आएगा 3 माइनस आर। अगर इसको ओपन करूंगा तो क्या होगा 5 माइनस आर 4 माइनस आर। तो इन दोनों में से चेक करूं तो आर 6 माइनस आर बड़ा दिख रहा है, तो उसको ओपन करने से फायदा है। तो मैं इनमें से इन दोनों को ओपन कर देता हूं, क्या होगा चेक कर लेते हैं, ठीक है। It's 4 factorial, so I am just keeping this as it is. into whatever that. So 6 minus r into 5 minus r into 4 minus r factorial by 5 into 4 factorial, which is equal to 6 upon 5. So 4 factor get cancelled, 4 minus r get cancelled. So we are left with what? ये 5 बचा है. आप चाहे तो इधर भी आप ऐसा कैंसिल कर सकते हैं या क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके भी कर सकते हो. डजंट मेक एनी डिफरेंस. आप पहले इनको मल्टीप्लाई कर लीजिएगा. 30 माइनस 6r माइनस 5r माइनस 11r प्लस r स्क्वायर बाई 5 इक्वल टू 6 अपॉन 5. ये दोनों गेट कैंसिल हो गया. So finally you are left with one quadratic equation. Minus 6 करोगे तो प्लस 24 बचेगा. बस ये हो गया आपका quadratic equation. आप simply 8 3 जा 8 plus 3, so minus 8r minus 3r plus 24 equal to 0. R is a common factor, so r minus 8 minus 3 is a common, r minus 8. So finally you are getting r minus 8 into r minus 3. You are getting both the possible values. Either 3r is equal to 8. So क्या r की वैल्यू 3 और 8 दोनों हो सकते हैं या इनमें से कोई एक होगा? You have to test simply by observing one of the factor in the question. If it is 4pr, you know that number of objects you are selecting out of 4 is never crosses 4. यानी कि r की वैल्यू यहां देखेंगे तो 4 से बढ़कर तो नहीं हो सकता. यानी कि 3 possible cases, 8 is not possible. So this is not possible. Therefore, r is equal to 3 is a final answer for you. So in the previous question we have solved the value of n, and in this question we have solved the value of r. That's all. So these two questions are completely what? Algebra based. Only just the use of formula. Right? Now let's take the another question. Now, so till this questions we have just used the only one single formula n factorial by n minus r factorial, where number of objects are distinct and without repetition. Now we'll take the second phase question where the repetition is allowed. Where the repetition is allowed. Check. Let's take that one. Where the repetition is allowed. Let us take. I'm just framing the question instead of finding that and this and that. See, here, how many 4-digit numbers can be formed by using the digits 1 2 3 dot dot 9 1 to 9 with repetition. With repetition means the any number can be repeated more than one time. Means the number can be like 1 1 1 1. The number can be like 1 1 2 3. The number can be like 1 1 2. So that 4-digit number may include any number of digits more than one time. So in this case, first n. What are the possible cases we are having? 1 to 9. These are the possible cases. Out of this, how many digits you are picking? Only 4 digits. Any 4 from 1 to 9. Any 4 digits. But with repetition, therefore, the number of 4-digit numbers will be given by the formula, that is n to the power of r. That is what we called as, there are 9 digits available and you are taking only 4. So that is what 9 to the power of 4 means, 9 into 9 into 9 into 9. So that is what 81 into 81, and whatever the answer it comes. So this is what the thing is. How the repetition, when repetition comes, the formula will be what? N to the power of r. Okay, and if you want to use a rule of multiplication, it's also same. You want to make 4-digit number with repetition, it means each block can filled in 9 ways, 9 ways, 9 ways, 9 ways. The total number of ways will be 9 into 9 into 9 into 9. This is all the case. So friends, now you have understood whether you are go with the formula or whether you are go with the rule of multiplication. Answer remains same. So choice is yours whether you want to solve the question with the help of formula or without using the formula. Okay, it's up to you. It's not necessary in the exam. You should go with the formula or you should go with the rule of multiplication, because both the techniques are of same kind. Only formula based and without formula based aspect is that. Chali. Next question. That is what we are taking, the third one, where the number of objects are not distinct. यानी कि जो given number होते हैं इनमें कुछ numbers repeat होते हैं, इसमें कुछ objects repeat होते हैं. Let's take that one. Now, question is, how many five-letter word? How many five-letter words with or without meaning, without meaning can be formed, by using the letters, of the word independence. Independence. Very carefully if you read it. So you have to frame only 5-letter word. It may with meaning, without meaning, doesn't matter. Can be formed by using the letters of the word. Now, in this word, how many letters you have, first you need to identify. So if you look at this, first count the number of letters you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or you may also speak how many words. Simply, instead of this one, I wanted to make the question so simple first. How many words? There is no such that one. How many words you can make with or without a meaning can be formed by using the letters of the word. There are how many? 11 letters are there. So means you are going to use all the letters of this independence, means you are going to use all the letters. It means number of letters n will be what? 11 letters. 11 letters. And you know 11 letters can be arranged in 11 factorial ways. N objects है n में से n पूरा ले रहे हैं, so it means that n factorial में अरेंज होता है. But out of this 11, some letters are repeated. Now let's see. But out of 11 letters, out of 11 letters, out of 11 letters, there are how many i's are there? One I. And how many n? N is repeated. See, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 n's. And e. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 e's. And there are 2 d's. 2 d's. Is there any other letter which is repeating? Rest all are single. I is single, P is single, C is single. तो सिंगल तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, बट इनमें से कोई लेटर यदि रिपीट हो रहा है, so the total number of permutation has to be divided by this one, right? So total number of words, total number of 11 letter word, 11 letter words is given by 11 factorial upon 3 factorial into 4 factorial into 2 factorial, because 3 n is repeated for 3 times, 4 is repeated, e is repeated for 4 times, d is repeated for 2 times. Then total number of permutation, total number of arrangements will be given by this formula, that is 11 factorial by 3 factorial into 4 factorial into 2 factorial. So this is what the question is. Now by simplifying this, you will get the total counting. So this is where you are arranging the words by using the total number of letters, where out of the total number of letters, few letters are repeated. Then only you need to divide the total number of arrangements with those repeated letters, counting wise. In the same way, if I take the word mathematics, what you will say? If I am using all the letters of this word, so how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 letters are there. 11 letter word means 11 factorial ways they can be arranged, but out of 11, n is repeated 2 times, so you have to divide by n factorial, because whether m is come and ये m ऐसा भी यूज होता है तो वर्ड तो वही रहने वाला है, तो वो रिपीट हो जाते हैं, तो वो रिपीटेड केस को हटाएंगे तो आपको एग्जैक्ट नंबर ऑफ वर्ड्स यू कैन फाइंड आउट, इसलिए हम वो रिपीटेड केस को एलिमिनेट कर रहे हैं. नाउ a is repeated 2 times, so again 2 a's are there. Any other letter? T is repeated 2 times, so again 2 factorial. जितनी लेटर रिपीट होगा उतना क्वांटिटी से वो डिवाइड होता जाएगा. और कोई लेटर ऐसा रिपीट हो रहा हो तो हम यूज करेंगे, बाकी सब सिंगल सिंगल है. ए हो गया, एम हो गया, टी हो गया, rest all are single single. So this will give the total number of permutations by using the letters of mathematics, where in the number of objects में से कुछ objects repeated है. So till this question we have used the 3 formulas. The first case NPR, where n objects are distinct without repetition, n to the power of r, where repetition is allowed, and the third case is n factorial by p1 factorial into p2 factorial into p3 factorial and so on. अगर given word में से ही कुछ letters या कुछ numbers repeat हो रहा हो, वो repetition को हमें रिमूव करना होगा, जस्ट लाइक इन अ सेट थ्योरी कंसेप्ट रिपीटेशन इज नॉट अलाउड। ए को मैं 3 बार भी लिखूंगा बट काउंट होगा वो एक ही बार है। इसी लैंग्वेज में यहां भी अरेंजमेंट में एम, चाहे ये वाला एम इधर आ जाए, वाला एम इधर आ जाए, तो वर्ड मैथमेटिक्स मैथमेटिक्स से रहने वाला है, वो एक अलग अरेंजमेंट नहीं हो सकता, इसलिए हमें डिवाइड करना जरूरी है। चलिए, सो यहाँ जो फॉर्मूलाज मैंने आपको बताया, आज का मेन कंटेंट जो है वो कुछ क्वेश्चन के थ्रू हमने समझ लिया। नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू टेक द लास्ट क्वेश्चन वेयर सम ट्विस्टिंग्स आर देयर, सम कंडीशंस दे आर पुट अप। तो कुछ कंडीशन बेस्ड पे क्वेश्चन है, उसके लिए मैं क्वेश्चन यहाँ दे रहा हूँ अगेन। Specifically I am taking the question here where the example number 14 I would like to take, and rest you can do by yourself, आराम से कर सकते हो। Example number 14, this is the last question of today's session. Find the number of 8 letter arrangements. You need to make 8 letter words. 8 letter words you need to frame. मुझे 8 letter के word चाहिए that can be made from the letters of the word, that can be made from the letters of the word daughter, right? I'm not right. DAUGHTER, daughter. daughter का word का letters use करके मुझे 8 letter words बनाना है। You can see, is there any letter is repeated first without before using it? Just check. No, no letter is repeated. All are distinct. All are distinct. Okay. So ultimately now by using the 8 letters, and you need to find 8 letter word. So simply you can say therefore there are 8 factorial ways. है ना? There are 8 factorial words you can print. Words can be formed with meaning and without meaning. 8 letters हैं और 8 blocks में fill करना है। 8 letters से 8 block में fill करना है। तो 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 8 letter है। 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 8 letter word बनाना है, यानी कि 8 लेटर्स को 8 ब्लॉक्स में फिल करना। तो स्टार्ट 8 से होगा, फिर 7 होगा, 6 होगा and so on. It will give 8 factorial. So this is the first one. But they are asking the question, the first case they kept like all vowels occur together. All vowels, all vowels occur together. Right? फर्स्ट केस, इसमें उन्होंने पहला केस बनाया। एक तो पहला ये है कि कितने वर्ड्स आप बना सकते हो, 8 फैक्टोरियल वेज बना सकते हो विदाउट एनी कंफ्यूजन। अब यहाँ क्या बोल रहा है, ऑल वोवेल्स अकर टुगेदर। फर्स्ट यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई हाउ मेनी वोवेल्स आर देयर इन द वर्ड डॉटर। सो इफ यू आइडेंटिफाई द वोवेल्स, देयर आर 1 2 3, there are 3 vowels. It means vowels always to be together. Whatever the word you are writing, A, U, E. These vowels out of 8 letters, whatever the 8 letter word you are framing, these vowels always occur together and rest are consonants. What are the consonant left? D, G, H, T, R. तो टोटल 8 लेटर वर्ड ही बनाना है, बट जब भी आप 8 लेटर वर्ड बनाओगे हमेशा ये वोवेल साथ में होना चाहिए। So hence, in this type of cases, how we are dealing with cases सोचना होगा. First, there is no condition on consonant, only the condition on vowels. That has to be always together, साथ में होना चाहिए. तो हम क्या करेंगे? First, इसको हम मान लेते हैं. For just for time being, we consider it as one letter, जिसको हमें हमेशा साथ में रखना है. उसको हम एक लेटर मान लेते हैं. तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ लेटर्स क्या हो गया अभी? 1 2 3 4 5 और ये हो गया 6. तो 6 letters कैन बी फ्रेम्ड इन 6 फैक्टोरियल फेज. पहले ये 6 लेटर को हम 6 फैक्टोरियल वे में अरेंज कर सकते हैं, राइट? दिस 6 letter एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, आउट ऑफ दिस, हर एक 6 फैक्टोरियल में, हर एक वर्ड में ये जो 3 वोवेल्स है, अपने आप में भी ये 3 फैक्टोरियल वे में अरेंज हो सकते हैं. दीज वोवेल्स कैन बी अरेंज्ड इन 3 फैक्टोरियल वेज एंड दैट इज गिवन बाय द रूल ऑफ मल्टीप्लिकेशन स्पीक्स. ये पहले हम 3 लेटर को एक यूनिट मान के चला है, जिससे टोटल नंबर ऑफ लेटर्स हो गया 6 और ये हो गया टोटल 6 लेटर्स वर्ड आपके लिए, जस्ट फॉर टाइम पे. तो 6 letter word means 6 factorial ways. बट हर वर्ड में ये 3 लेटर वाला जो है, जिसको हमने एक यूनिट माना है, वो हर वर्ड में आएगा, बट हर वर्ड में वो 7 होंगे. तो AUE जहां भी रहेगा वो एक वर्ड हो गया. वैसा AEU एक वर्ड हो गया, जहां आपने थोड़ा भी चेंज कर लिया. मतलब ये 3 लेटर्स को भी हम चेंज करते जाएंगे तो नए नए वर्ड्स आएंगे. सो दीज 3 letters कैन बी अरेंज्ड इन 3 फैक्टोरियल ways. Hence, then the total number of ways is given by 6 factorial into 3 factorial. So this is the case where you will get what, इसका जो वैल्यू है वो आपको क्या देगा? those words, those 8 letter words where all the vowels always occur together. Now this is a case, there is no condition. मतलब जो मैं बता रहा हूं 8 फैक्टोरियल में वोवेल साथ में हो भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी हो सकते. ये पूरा एक जनरल केस है. हमने जो फर्स्ट केस फाइंड आउट किया, ये वो केस है जिसमें सारे वर्ड्स होंगे 8 लेटर के ही, लेकिन सारे वर्ड्स में क्या होंगे? वोवेल्स साथ में होंगे. दैट्स ऑल. नाउ द सेकंड केस व्हाट दे आस्क, all vowels not occur together. Vowels not occur together. वो vowels कभी साथ में नहीं होना चाहिए. ऐसे कितने वर्ड्स होंगे इसमें से? तो 8 फैक्टोरियल में से तो कुछ वर्ड्स वोवेल साथ वाला ही है. तो बताइए फिर बाकी जो वोवेल्स नहीं साथ में होना चाहिए वो क्या होगा? इट्स सिंपल. टोटल अरेंजमेंट्स वर 8 फैक्टोरियल था, उसमें से कितने ऐसे वर्ड्स है जो वोवेल साथ में है? 6 फैक्टोरियल इनटू 3 फैक्टोरियल. दैट्स इट. इसका जो वैल्यू आएगा वो वैल्यू आपका आंसर हो गया. दैट्स इट. तो जब भी वोवेल्स को साथ में रखना है, वोवेल को साथ में नहीं रखना, ऐसा केस आ जाए तो फर्स्ट डिफाइन द जनरल केस. वोवेल साथ में हो भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी हो सकते हैं. एक लेटर से 8 लेटर्स का यूज करके 8 लेटर वर्ड ही बनाना है, तो दैट इज गिवन बाय 8 फैक्टोरियल. जनरल केस. फिर उसमें से आप वो केस डील करिए जिसमें वोवेल साथ में रखे. वोवेल साथ में रखने का मतलब है कुछ समय के लिए आप उस वोवेल को साथ रखना, मतलब उसको आप एक लेटर मानिए, उसके अकॉर्डिंग टू टोटल नंबर ऑफ लेटर्स जो होंगे वो हो जाएगा 6. तो 6 letters can be arranged in 6 blocks with 6 factorial, but in each permutation, in each these words, right, AUE, the set will come where in these 3 letters can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. Then the total number of ways will be 6 factorial into 3 factorial. That's it. So ये हो गया vowels occur together. Not occur together कैसे निकालोगे? टोटल में से occur together वाले साथ में रहने का निकालोगे, not occur together. That's all, my dear friends, and thank you for watching me. And you can now finish the 7.3 exercise from the NCERT textbook, including solved examples. It's so simple chapter. Just your attention is required. Your time is required to solve the questions, and more importantly, you cannot leave any question in factorial form. You need to simplify till the last step. इसको पूरा सॉल्व करके एक डिजिट में लेके आना है. इस चैप्टर में कोई भी आंसर को आप फैक्टोरियल में नहीं छोड़ सकते हो. दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. And again, I am telling you, in the next session, we are going to discuss the combination. That is the next half part of this chapter. Okay, thank you all of you for watching me, and keep watching, keep learning, and keep growing. Stay healthy and stay blessed. Bye bye. See you.